Down in the Dirty by J.M. Benjamin. Chapter 1. Shit. Desiree cursed as she looked at her watch on the bathroom sink. The ice bezel marked Jacob read 10 to 12, which meant she was running late. Had she been on schedule, she would have already been pulling up in front of the Taj Mahal Club at 12 midnight, where her crew was waiting for her. Instead, Desiree was just hopping out of the shower, naked as the day she was born. There was no way she could be on time. It would take at least 20 minutes for her to dress and be out the door, and another 40 to reach the Durham, North Carolina hotspot, putting her arrival at well after 1 o'clock in the morning. Desiree snatched the towel up off the shower rack and wrapped it around her dripping wet body, tucking it in at her cleavage. Once in her bedroom, she unwrapped the towel and quickly began to dry off. It never failed. She had always been the one out of the four of them to either be the last one ready or the latest to show up whenever it came to her and her crew hooking up. Despite them being accustomed to her tardiness, Desiree knew she wouldn't hear the end of it from Keisha, Pam, and Tasha. As she slipped into her powder blue lace thong and fastened its matching bra, Desiree couldn't help but notice herself in the full-length wall mirror. Damn, I look good. She complimented herself, admiring her own beauty. At 27, she was satisfied with her God-given features. Her butter pecan skin was flawless and as smooth as a baby's bottom. Her natural auburn shoulder-length hair highlighted her soft light brown eyes, giving her a look that could easily be mistaken for a Spanish mommy. Her breasts, often referred to as a mouthful by men, still possessed the youthfulness of a teenager. She bore a flat mid that had a trail of silky auburn hair, which started at the bottom of her navel and faded into her neatly trimmed bush. Her waistline was petite, but her hips protruded on the sides, and her apple bottom was nice and firmly shaped. She could give the video vixen Key Toy a run for her money. It was the same features that kept her pockets laced, Desiree thought, as she turned around. She looked over her shoulder to check out her backside, careful not to disturb her perfectly laid hair. Desiree pulled the black, tightly fitted Christian Dior t-shirt over her head before fighting to zip and fasten the matching black painted-on jeans. The radio alarm clock read 12:21 a.m. by the time she slipped on her black, red, and white Manolo Blahniks. Seeing that it had taken her a little over half an hour to get dressed, Desiree hurried to the bathroom, sprayed herself down with Obsession perfume, and grabbed her watch. She snatched up her Dior glasses, keys to her Honda Accord, and her baby 9mm gun off the nightstand. Picking up her matching Dior bag, she threw the gun inside before she bolted out the door. Where the hell this hoe at? Keisha asked no one in particular, as she, Tasha, and Pam all sat in her Honda Civic smoking weed. I don't know, but I wish she'd bring her ass on so we could get up in there before all them other bitches snatch up all the ballers, offered Pam, who sat in the passenger seat in the front of her sister, Tasha, and pulled on the blunt. Look at all these motherfucking Benzes and SUVs out here with New York and Jersey tag. It got to be some potential in this motherfucker tonight. You ain't never lied, sis. Tasha joined in from the back. But when you gonna pass the blunt? You hogging it all up and shit. I know, right? Keisha said in agreement. Puff, puff, pass, ho. You know that. Pam laughed as she passed the weed back to her sister. She was known in the clique for being a blunt hog, which was why the complaints didn't come as a surprise. Normally, she didn't have to worry about sharing her weed with her sister or her girl, because she would have driven her own car to the club. But that night, they rode in Keisha's Honda Civic. They all owned Hondas, and when they sometimes traveled back to back, one would think they were Honda models. They looked so good in them. Desiree had a cherry red Accord, Keisha a pearl green Civic, while Tasha had a canary yellow Prelude and Pam a royal blue one. I hope we run across some niggas like we did 2 months ago when we caught those clowns from Philly slipping. Okay, Keisha replied, giving Tasha a high five. Keith, did you hear about them new niggas over there in Dunn making some noise? Pam asked. I heard they getting money and trying to fuck every skank that'll open their legs up to them. Yeah, I heard. Niggas kill me from up north. They think just 'cause they from out of state, they some type of celebrities or something when they come down here to the dirty, acting like they Jigga Man or some damn body. And we supposed to just drop our motherfucking panties just like that 'cause they from New York or Jersey, wherever the hell they from. I think most of them niggas that come down here be frontin', Pam added. You see the way they be acting all hard like they some killers? And then when we get a couple of dollars and they start getting money, they think they kingpins. I bet they come down here because the real gangsters ran them from their own hoods and they can't get no money back home. That's all right though, because if we run across their asses, they gonna see just why they call this shit the dirty, Keisha said deviously. I'm with you on that, girl. I could use a couple more dollars anyway. My stash getting low, Tasha added. Your stash always low, Pam retorted. Shit, it takes money to live how I like to live. Exactly. You need to slow your ass down and start saving that shit, Keisha spat. This shit ain't gonna last forever. Over the years, Keisha found herself getting on Tasha's elaborate spending and flashy lifestyle. She tried not to be hard on her childhood friend because she was aware of the reasons for her behavior. Keisha could still remember as if it were yesterday how Tasha always cried about the boys in school, teasing her about how homely her clothes looked. Of course, Keisha, who played the role of a big sister, did what she had to do to protect Tasha, just as Keisha had also done for Desiree. Sensing that she had offended her crimey, Keisha attempted to soften the blow. Don't worry about it, Tash. We're going to be straight in a minute. They got niggas posted up in hotels all around us, and some niggas even copping trailers and opening up shop. As long as these simple motherfuckers keep coming down here thinking they housing shit, not knowing the real deal about the South, we gonna be alright. We gonna show their asses some real Southern hospitality. With our looks and these bomb shots we got between our legs, we bound to come up on some decent licks. And when we do, we gonna handle our business. Yo, Pam, where'd you get this weed from? This some good shit. I'm feeling it already. Yeah, I see. Talking about me, bitch. You damn near took the rest of that shit to the head, Pam replied. Fuck you. Keisha laughed as the weed continued to have its effect on her. I got it from one of them Jamaicans that be pumping out there in the Meadowlark apartments. How much you get from him? He sold me an ounce for half price because he think he gonna get some of this. Shit, keep him in the cut, girl. We might need him for something down the line because I know he gonna blow off for selling this shit. And you know them roster motherfuckers be having this shit by the trailer load. He could be a potential Vic. I got it, Pam interjected. Look, there she go right there. Tasha pointed in the direction of where Desiree had just parked. Keisha began flicking her high beams to get Desiree's attention once she saw her step out of their accord. Look at this heifer. Thinks she all cute, Keisha said. Upon seeing the flashing lights, Desiree started towards Keisha's Civic. Damn, where the fuck you been? Keisha asked, rolling down her window once Desiree was at the car. A cloud of smoke smacked Desiree dead in the face as it poured out of the car window. We've been out here for more than an hour waiting on your ass, Keisha complained. I know, my bad. I'm here now. Hey, Pam, what's up, Taj? Desiree greeted her partners in crime. Hey, Des, Pam replied. Hey, girl, with your slow ass, Tasha greeted. Whatever. Damn, what y'all smoking? That shit smell good. Some trees Pam got from some Jamaican nigga, Tasha answered, taking another pull. Tasha, let me hit some of that, Desiree said. Tasha leaned over and handed Desiree the nearly finished blunt. Stay on this nigga, Pam. We might need him for something, Desiree said after hitting the weed. All three women in the car looked at one another, then at Desiree, and bust into laughter. What's so funny? Y'all some silly ass bitches, Desiree barked. She was completely clueless. Nah, Tasha replied, catching her breath. Keisha just said the same thing to Pam just before you rolled up. Tosh wiped the tears of laughter from her eyes. Now it was Desiree's turn to laugh. It was no secret. She and Keisha had a habit of thinking alike. They'd been saying the same things at the same time ever since they were little girls. Although Tasha and Pam were sisters, it was Desiree and Keisha who people thought were blood relatives. Hurry up and finish that so we could go in. There's money to be made, Keisha reminded as she, Tasha, and Pam exited the Civic.